Okay, very quickly, I know when Mommy came in, she just introduced herself briefly. Mommy is our special guest, and I want to introduce her to us the way she ought to be introduced. She is Princess Mulikat Fehintola Sanni, the chairperson of Mulikat Motors Limited, the Amazon and Queen of Auto Industry in Nigeria, as fondly called. It's because of tenacity to remain resolute in a male-dominated auto world, and has created jobs as an entrepreneur at managerial levels. She is a member of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, former chairman, Auto Allied Trade Group, associate member, Nigerian Institute of Leadership, member, Nigerian Institute of Management, co-opted member, the Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Mines and Agriculture, and Nigerian Association of Women's Industrialists in Business, the former president, Nigerian Institute of Transport, Administration, executive member, Lagos State Shippers Association, the patron, Traders and Mechanics Association of Lagos State. She has served in various capacities in the journey of having a niche in the automobile industry and has won many awards to her name, such as the winner of Nigerian Women's Merit Award, Mama Africa. Mulikat Motors Nigeria Limited has set up its South Korean counterpart in Lagos, where battery manufacturing, auto assembly, vehicle spare parts, and component lead refinery, etc. will commence operation before the end of the year. The company plans to assemble first complete indigenous salon cars where they will be developed. The assembly line will provide many jobs for many because it will be nationwide. Please put your Sanni. Thank you so much, man. It's a great honor to have you here with us. God bless you. Thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I think I should welcome the organizing of this event. I will say a very big thank you to each and every one of you here, especially our special host, who gave us the opportunity of coming here, and at the same time trying to give us a real life, how our environment should be. And also, I give thanks to our madam, the Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Williams, who has actually initiated this kind of gathering. I think it's something we have to give her a round of applause. In my own view, I think I'm delighted to be here this morning or this afternoon because I never knew that I'm going to be here. But when she called on me, that I'm going to be the special guest of this occasion, especially when we're talking about children, grandchildren, and what have you. Because they say, the young shall do what? Shall grow. So we have to start from somewhere. And more also that the younger ones that is coming, our children, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, we're supposed to give them a very decent life pattern to live. Because we have what we call education. Education starts on its own, but we have what we call morals. And this is the kind of things they're telling you now. Not to allow us to be drinking bottles in our premises, in the sea, and what have you. And that is why they normally said, education without morals is just like what? A tea without what? No sugar. Can you say after me? Education without morals is just like a tea without no what? Sugar. Because charity begins at home and also charity begins at me. We're talking of marine. Being a science student, you should be able to understand. I'm a science student too. They're talking of velocity, equilibrium, and what have you. Am I communicating? People are doing physics, chemistry, and biology. But what we're saying today is part of advocacy that our madam has actually pronounced. Because advocacy is part of what we're talking. Our environment, your dressing code is part of moral. The way you talk in school is part of moral. Where you stay is part of what? Am I communicating? It's part of morals. You can see girls knotting their ties. In those days, when you are dressing, or we normally wear what we call nafu, that is a gown. But you can see now the way you are dressing. Some people just are like a boy, they just put the tie because the school are closed for the day. Showing it at the back. Am I communicating? Some will be going barefooted. When they are meant to dress up properly, they won't even dress. And it is not all day. And that is why our madam, Mrs. Williams, she has done a very good job for her to bring you out. I remember my school days when we went to school, we call it excursion. We give you so many months. But when you're going out, you have to be a good ambassador. You dress up as a lady, you dress up in a decent form. And when you are tailgating, being a lady, you can see me at my age. It's part of things that I've learned when I was a student like you. So dressing code is part of what you used to do. The way you talk to people is part of mannerism. The way you dispose yourself as a boy or as a girl is part of education. It's not just going to school to go and read. Your physical appearance, your spiritual appearance, your mental, how do you behave is very, very important. And we want you to be a good ambassador. And that is, I have to, out of no time, I have to create time to come to this place. Can you give me a round of applause? Thank you. So, students, you are not students. You see, there is one song in school in those days. We may look it somehow, but it's very, very important. Wherever I go, I will try to give this to them. Because the way people are behaving these days, especially students, from what you're wearing is a symbol. It's very, very symbolic. I don't need to know your name before you tell me. Once I know this school is so, this one is this. That is your name. And you have to make sure you carry the emblem of that school in a very serious way and with your disposition. Can you hear me? It's very, very important. I remember those days when we were in school, they used to tell us that try to be obedient child. Can you sing after me? Try to be obedient child, be obedient, try to be obedient child, never praise your news. Come to school in time and learn, come to school in time and learn, to be punctual, come to school in time and learn, never break the rules. So you don't break the rules. And that is what they are saying. When you have a bottle of mineral, you finish it up, look for a dustbin, to drop it there. You can't litter the whole school simply because you use your money to pay for it. Because at the end of the day, it's costing the school double cost. The guardian who are cleaning the environment, you as a person is affecting you. Because in no time you like fish, shrimp, and what you can't get it on the ocean. But the moment we can tidy up our environment, everybody will, and that is what our heaven is telling us. That when he came to Nigeria, he was looking at his own environment. What sort of environment is this? But he's ready to add more value to this country. He even went to the extent of United Nations. Can you give him a round of applause? Us that we should be able to get this kind of environment. An environment, when we're talking of COVID in 2000, those are the causes. Because we all polluted our ocean all over. And that is what led us to where we are. I remember when I was doing chemistry, one of my teachers told me that if you mess up your ocean, your whatever it is, it's coming back to you. And the man gave me one example That you know what we call nitrous oxide. Eh? Are you with me? Nitrous oxide in chemistry. Huh? Not nitric oxide, nitrous oxide. That is NO03. Nitric, yes. It's like when you ammonia. When you export ammonia into the ocean, it can clear the whole Nigeria. This guy is not taking it. You may just think it's a small acidic. Not really. If you export it into ocean, I said it can clear the whole Nigeria. But when we had that problem, as a student, I was telling all the scientists that, see, we're talking of COVID. Where is the problem coming? Scientists should come out and defend this our problem. Nobody came until when I was telling them that. I remember when I was a student like you, and what happened is pollution of the environment. So let's join hands together to salvage ourselves, to salvage our country, and to salvage all the parts of the world at large, because we are all travelers. We didn't live here today and say I'm going to anywhere in the world. I may leave Lagos today and say I'm going to Ekiti. I may live here today and say I'm going to Ifini. It's still part of tourism. And when we're told going there, we should be able to protect our environment. It's key to you and I. So you have to take it as a lesson. What you have learned today is not mere wasting of time. I think it's very, very educative. And again, it's going to add more value to your future career, that you have learned one or two things here today. So we appreciate you for coming here, leaving your school, and I wish you best of journey back home. Thank you very much. My master, we appreciate you, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Everybody, we appreciate you. So give yourself a round of applause for coming to this occasion. Madam, my heart is up, man. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for a job well done. More grace to your hand.